The mobile classroom was on tour around Mount Cameroon from mid-November 2023 to the end of May 2024. Our teachers reached 24 schools, 28 classes with 1,319 pupils and brought a smile to children's faces, making up for lost school time and personal development, awakened an understanding of life and the environment. Hope for the residents of these fascinating creatures, the forgotten Civil War children in Anglophone Cameroon. The government high school, Buea Town. Class teacher Daniel leaves his pupils to us. We try something new with them, station work in groups. This game of skill shows the children what tools are useful for. But no one can do it alone. Geography. The globe gives an overview of which animals live where in the world. An Africa puzzle. Not only do the countries have to be puzzled correctly, the children also have to find out which great apes live where. Spoiler, except the orangutan, they only exist in Africa, and most of the different species live here in Cameroon. A domino game on the topic of dangers. The children make causal connections. How does human activity affect the environment? When we cut down trees and set up fruit plantations. The game of skill keeps the children on their toes. In the meantime, they have discovered that more hands are helpful. Our grocery store on the topic of nutrition. Which animal eats how much of what? Gorillas eat an almost exclusively vegetarian diet. Our menu is similar. Our teachers respond to the children individually. Sometimes they call in an interpreter to help, for one of the more than 200 local languages. The results of the group work are presented to the class after each session. This is also new. The children take on the role of the teacher and answer questions from the class. The teachers from the local partner organization, Planet B, intervene and expand on the topic.
Chimpanzees and gorillas eat some fruits and vegetables that...
Station profiles. How do great apes differ? Genetically, we are over 98% related. But what are genes? Social behavior. Can we understand the animal's gestures? How do I behave when a gorilla approaches me? The importance of such knowledge is demonstrated time and again in reality. Even in 2024, there are incidents where residents come into conflict with animals and misinterpret their behavior. This gorilla encountered a farmer in the field. Unfortunately, the farmer did not know how to react correctly and attacked the gorilla. But he paid a high price for it.
I will take it as an ambassador so that I will sensitize our area, tell our parents, tell our friends to stop killing the cross river gorillas and other apes.
With our mobile classroom, the children learn to avoid such misfortune. These children know that you don't look a silverback in the eye and that gorillas would never attack a woman.
Today we have learned about chimpanzees and gorillas, great apes that look like us. And I want to say that as a child, if you see any great ape in a forest, don't call hunters or police to catch them and kill.
Most of the times, or most often, we know that gorillas are animals that we should use them as meat. Then with the constant education on that, it makes it hard to know that they belong in the same category. All of them are known as the great apes.
It was a good experience. They have learned a lot, and they also really participated. It was not teacher centered, but it was even pupil centered.
Thousands of Cameroonians now know this game. It's a kind of basketball, but with two balls. Gorilla guardians against the poachers with the red ribbons. The guardians have to get Gorilla Girl and Gorilla Boy into the hoop, the safe sanctuary. It helps to understand that we respect the animals' paths in the forest. They need them to meet and breed. We were surprised how happy Team Gorilla Guardians were when they won a set and Gorilla Boy and Girl found each other. Bakingili has an elephant problem. The school is closed. The principal is glad that we came.
We appreciate people. We want to thank people for choosing Bakingili to be one of your soft touch. It is coming at a time when this environment is suffering from encroachment of elephants into the school campus. And we want to think that your coming here is going to help to solve this problem, because it is really worrisome, given the fact that we have children, we have teachers that are here, and living with elephants, we don't think it's a good idea.
The elephants have besieged the elementary school in Bakingili. The teachers got scared, and so no one dared to go to school for a long time. Our teachers have broken the spell. Classes are back in session. The Planet B education team knows all about elephants and gives the children useful tips on how to drive them away peacefully. They are highly endangered forest elephants, but they cause immense damage in the village. In the harvest, for example, food prices have risen by up to 30% because food has to be bought from distant villages. Many inhabitants can barely afford this. Planet B's conservationists are trying to find out the reason for their appearance. They suspect that the elephants have escaped from the protected area of Mount Cameroon.
So it means that Bakingili has two crises, because in this part of the country, there's first of all the Anglophone crisis, and then now added to that, there is an elephant crisis.
I want to say the Anglophone crisis, with the Anglophone crisis, Bakingili is not really touched because schools are effective here. We school even on Mondays. Mondays we have a normal school day. So what is really disturbing us here is the issue of elephant encroachment into the school.
Unlike in Bakingili, the Anglophone crisis is causing disruption in most other places. The separatists declare a ghost town once a week, a protest against the government troops. All stores must remain closed. No public transport, no school. Shots could be fired outside. A teaching failure that has now been going on for 8 years. The whole civil war began with the teachers' peaceful protest against the suppression of the English language. So school lessons became a political issue. The government forces its teachers to teach, but they are threatened with death by the separatists. Teaching is a life-threatening profession in Western Cameroon. On November 6, 23, a massacre took place at the Egbikar Elementary School near Mamfi. Around 20 teachers and children were cruelly executed. Our educational team had to find the courage to go on the tour anyway. The churches sometimes offer a little protection, as here in the Bonadi Combo Presbyterian School in Limbe. A particularly large number of refugees live in this area. Our team had to be more than just teachers. Some students were traumatized by the loss of loved ones, like 14-year-old Esther. Others suffered from poverty. There were pupils who had been raped during the crisis and were now pregnant in 3rd and 4th grade. We were very concerned when we learned that some of our pupils were involved in prostitution, theft and drug dealing. Exam, with recyclable exam sheets for the 1,000+ pupils. The pupils were better than usual, the class teachers said. But illiteracy was higher than on previous tours, a dependency trap, especially for women. Sometimes our teachers had to make corrections on the spot to keep to the schedule. Pastor Jubrim helped us. He knows all about traumatized children and described the situation in the country to us.
People now live in the bushes, some homes are crowded, medical facilities have been abandoned, medical care is very poor. Even the outreach program that government used to go in with the mosquito nets are no more carried out again. So the Anglophone, the civilians are really going through difficult moments. Poverty, hardship, sickness, pain, hunger.
Our lessons end with the award ceremony. Many children receive an official award for the first time in their lives. They gain some self-confidence. They realize that their own life and every other life is valuable. They immediately take the new plush gorillas to their hearts.
This is my brother, and his name is Gorilla.
The mobile classroom was on tour around Mount Cameroon from mid-November 2023 to the end of May 2024. We reached 24 schools, 28 classes with 1,319 pupils, and brought a smile to children's faces, making up for lost school time and personal development, awakened an understanding of life and the environment.
In the dark, the spirits understand.
In Idanau, pupils spontaneously got together and cleaned their town of plastic waste. Most of the school principals were surprised by the leap in their students' development. They have recommended us and would like us to come back soon.
Only makes us to know that we are heading to a better world.
We would like to thank all our donors and would be delighted if you could also help make the next classroom tour possible.